I'm hitting the sleepy. I'm hitting the sleepy gritty. Oh, I've technically got one game left because the other is Resident Evil Zero, which I thought we might play more of, but maybe not. The next one is actually a little bit. I played the demo and I really enjoyed it. Um, I liked that it was kind of unique in its gameplay. It is called The Horror at Highbrook. You couldn't hear it, but um the the screen flashed at the same time that I said that. There was lightning in the game. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. I will be right back. I'll leave you with a chat screen. I'll be back. Here. I am back. I am back. I am back. Thank you. And here. Here we are. Bubba, stop. My dog keeps rolling around. He keeps rolling around at the speed of sound. Got nowhere to go. I don't remember the rest. But this is horror at Highrook. You'll kind of see what it's like when we get into it. We're not gonna play super long. It's already pretty late. But man, I did really enjoy this. Highrook Estate. Highrook, an aristocratic ire of cold rock and rain. A melancholy shadow overlooking the port at Black Sands. At the summit of its gray cliffs lies the crumbling edifice of Acheron House. The Acheron family. Oh, are we actually back? Hold on, my stream manager froze. Let me be sure it's good. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that. Once respected by the city elites, the Acheron family fell from grace to become the subject of snide remarks and scornful whispers. Lord Acheron was a prominent book collector whose increasing interest in the occult saw him driven from the respected academic practice. It is rumored he turned to the Seekers Communion for support shortly before his family's enigmatic disappearance. The Seekers Communion is a secretive organization of mystics, seers, and exiled scholars. This clandestine group supports occult practices across the city and facilitates a black market for arcane goods. Officially banned by Black Sands Council, the collective continues its work in the shadows. Council investigation. The vanishing of a noble house, however disfavored, cannot go unexamined by the council. The Black Sands mayor, Lord Alliston, has commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate. A dilapidated stagecoach deposits the party at Highrook. The rain echoes eerily through the empty halls. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of board game-like, you'll see. Chapter 1. We hide in the shadows of the world beyond. Adage of the Deep Spire Church. Da-da! I generally know how the game plays go, but there is something I want to check. So we're gonna glance through some of this. You must combine characters and items. Small set of introductory tasks. The board. All rooms and cards have attributes listed to their descriptions. The attribute associated with a room indicates which card can be used there. For example, the device's attribute is present on both the study code card and the machine room, meaning you can use the code in that location. Okay, I think that's probably good then. So, these are characters. They're all very cool. Move the camera. Zoom in with Q or E. That was a scroll button. Pause or unpause with space. Open the supply crate. You must examine what? I missed my books. You must examine the highlighted card first. Okay. Dear investigators, by order of the High Council, you are granted license to commandeer Highrook Manor and its associated facilities. You have been commissioned to investigate the disappearance of the Acheron family, the owners of the estates, who were reported missing several days ago. The Acherons were well known in the city, and their vanishing is concerning, especially considering a rumored affiliation with this Seeker's Communion. Please treat any evidence you might find as confidential and report immediately to the Council when your task is complete. A news report is included to further provide context to this unusual event. Lord Mayor Alliston. I see Mayor Alliston is conceited as always. His presumption that all city events require his involvement is so tiresome. I suspect that Bleakhurst has been involved more for political point scoring than out of respect for our knowledge. But perhaps I can track down that book that Acheron borrowed from us last year. Vitali sighs and rolls his eyes. Indeed, Vitali. I am equally tired of Alliston's petty machinations. But the High Council provides us with the bulk of our funding, and as such, we're obliged to respond. At least they have provided us with some tools to begin our work. We should take this supply crate to the machine room where I can extract its contents. I don't know much about Alliston either, but he pays well, and I certainly don't trust bookworms like this Acheron chap. Nothing but trouble in these old times, in those old tombs, in these old times. You know, these old times. Because we know this is old times. Atticus shuffles impatiently. Let's find these upmarket fools and get out of here. Spoken like a true Adelworther. Vitali shakes his head dismissively. Don't worry, my friend. You'll be away from the bookworms and back with the woodworms soon. Fewer insults and more action. Our remaining colleague, a doctor from Canecross, will be joining us tomorrow. We should prepare for her arrival. Aster draws a mechanist's key driver from her belt and approaches the crate. Opening the crate. Step 1. Move the supply crate into the task slot of the machine room. Step 2. Move a character with a matching skill into the character slot of the machine room. Opening the crate. Click on the room or its title bar and then select Start Task in the Inspector panel. And that shows how long it takes. Just behind me, there's like a button just to click. to start the task, and it has a countdown timer of how long it takes exactly. A vanishing at Highrook. Ooh. The Acheron family, one of the city's most eligible houses, has disappeared from suspicious circumstances this week. A delivery boy from Direct Market is reported to have discovered the family's absence when he arrived at their cliptop manor to deliver tinned fish. The boy, who subsequently has been treated for delirium, is reported to have spoken about seeing the place as if it was struck by a storm. The Acheron family were not immediately found by local tollsmen, and their servants, a maid and an estate warden, also seem to have been missing for some time. The High Council announced that it has commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate this disturbing occurrence of vanishment. And that's his letter. Equipment note: spyglass, night lamp, library codex. I know all of those. This one is a hunter's, so it can go to Atticus. Library codex will only really be useful probably in the archives. Get to it, boy. No task present. Start task. There it is. I clicked the wrong thing. A night lamp as well. That could be nice. Perform a task with this card in the guest room. Fatigue 23. She's fine. A slip of creased card inscribed with neat lines of numbers and symbols. It appears to be a key code of some kind. On the reverse surface, the image of a key is stamped in blue ink. Confirm a task with this card in the machine room. Oh, the doctor's here. That was fast. Apologies for my late arrival. I had a patient in Direct yesterday. The fellow had developed calyx compliance? Calyxin's compliant bones like rubber. Most intriguing. The Dr. Caligar's fingers lace and unlace. Coincidentally, my guild was summoned here recently to tend to the Acheron's son. He was suffering from an unusual infection. Unfortunately, my colleagues were unable to diagnose the cause. Dr. Caligar, your late arrival is of no matter. We have barely unpacked our own equipment. The mansion is somewhat disturbed, and various chambers are inaccessible, sealed with mechanics locks. Mechanists. There's too many S sounds in that. I believe that one of these locations might house a simple laboratory you can make use of when we get access. I suppose as much. My colleagues sensed foul play when they visited here before. Lord Acheron was adamant that our team should not investigate without his supervision. Luckily, a junior analyst had the foresight to retain the laboratory code. We should be able to gain access using the copy one I have here. Very smart, Miss Calgar. But it don't surprise me. You were as sharp as a blade when you fixed me and my crew up from keel fever? What the hell is that? Keel fever last spring. Saved us from a right wrecking, you might say. Atticus seems almost coy. I owe you one. If you need any alchemy supplies or help with shifting stuff, just let me know. Lab code with the machine room. Start that one first. Forge in the cliffs. He needs to go here and take and okay. I have to check Gideon's note first. To whoever finds this note, do not follow my path. You will not find us. They have their own threads in us, all of us. They pull and we cannot resist. If you seek us out, you too will be lost. If I can, and before it's too late, I will close the doors. I will shatter the gates and scatter the fragments, and I beseech you, do not follow. I have made such errors of judgment, such acts of vanity and greed. And for what? Dun dun dun! This does not bode well. The first evidence of Lord Acheron we find in his garbled, paranoid rant. Perhaps Gideon was trying to escape with the communion's grasp. Or perhaps his occult obsession really had driven him insane. Aster looks disturbed. I ain't no detective, but perhaps the Lord was up to no good, and this is him trying to cover up his tracks. Atticus' brows knit together with suspicion. He could be trying to set up someone to take the blame for whatever happened to his family. Or maybe he just went mad, sitting up there with all his weird books. Do not be so quick to judge. Lord Acheron was an accomplished academic. I don't think we can simply dismiss his writings as babblings of a madman. I feel there is truth in his words, disturbing though they may be, but it is too soon for us to say what this outburst really means. Damn roaches. All right, hop to it. Oh. Huh? Yeah, hop to it. App code. Hop to it. Requirements not met. Oh. Well, go sleep, girl. Girl, go sleep, girl. This one, save to records. This needs to be cooked. He has no cooking skills. Of course he has no cooking skills. Ooh, an interesting pattern. A trowel. Get to the snake, coiling around my limbs like a second skin, but I am not afraid, they hiss. Whispers at the witching hour, secret songs woven in thread and rhyme. Task support +1, okay. Can she cook? Yeah, she can. I'll have him do that again. Oh, I need her to do this. Who's hungry? They're all kind of even. Requirements not met. What do you mean? Cryptic journal. Can perform a task with this card in the study. Okay. Requirements not met. Okay. And actually, we're just approaching the time that I kind of wanted to stop. But you can see why I was a little interested in this game. because I kind of like it. It's like a whatchamacallit, an eldritch clue. Except no one's died yet. I mean, aside from the Acherons. Refer to this guide from in-game menu. Oh, that was just the other hints. Go for it, girl. Can she also study? No. Who's most tired? Vitali and Caligar. We'll have Caligar sleep, because she's like exhausted. And then Hawk. And Vitali can eat next. I want to find one more item. Gift of the monkey. It's an item support, so I can do that now and get the lab code, and that's where we'll finish it for today. I know we didn't get very much done in this game comparatively to some of the others. I'm getting sick. It must have been a cold from the keys, and the hurt from the necklace is still there. I'm reading this sitting in the medicine room. I am waiting for Amy to make me a special sleepy drink. I really do not like being sick. Maybe the necklace has put a curse on me. I'd throw it off the cliff if I could. Ah, do not seem to care. He is still singing about his sad songs and doing his big chalk drawings. I can hear him in the chapel from my room sometimes. I hope he doesn't get sick too. Anyway, Amy said it's best not to talk to him at the moment. She says he's been all quiet and strange of late. He's not like his normal self. Dun, dun, dun. This note confirms what I already suspected. Simon's illness was some form of otherworldly malady. Contracted from his father, involved the boy in occult research. Dr. Caligar adjusts her mask and begins to pace around the room. No wonder my colleagues couldn't identify the cause of the problem. I only wish I had been there to examine him. His description of the ailment and the pain is most intriguing. The poor mite. His father is nothing but a coward. Sending his son into the undercovers because he dare not go there himself? Meddling in the dark arts is stupid enough, but including kids in such danger is unforgivable. And yet he'd look down on his dust folk if he passed us in the street. Bah. Atticus, it is not your role to judge Lord Acheron's morals, simply to follow his trail. Vitali opens his arms in appeal for claim. But we can agree the son's illness was related to his father's work. We should try to find this necklace. I would like to know how it is involved in the Seeker's plans. And that's where we're going to stop. It was brief. It was brief. This is one I think I'm going to play on my own as well. I think it's much nicer to kind of explore it and take it at its own pace. It's got like a day-night cycle. It's got a whole these locations that you have to unlock. It's really interesting. But that is it for today. I'm going to go to sleep. And um tomorrow I'm gonna set up for monetization. I have a whole bunch of stuff I gotta do tomorrow, actually. So it's gonna be a busy day for me. Next stream, I believe is gonna be Sunday, maybe. And I don't know what we're doing yet. Depends on how much work I get done. If it's not too much, we might do like a work stream. Otherwise, we might do something easy peasy.